What a cool place, man. Sure, one of these is okay. Mingalaba, my friend, and welcome to Bagan, the ancient city that you have probably never heard of, and I think one of the greatest archaeological sites that you also have never heard of. We have our trusty electric scooter here to take us around for this adventure. Just parked up and we have stopped at our very first stupa of the day, and this one is absolutely huge. Wow. So this right here is actually the biggest stupa in all of Bagan. And there's a really interesting story to it. Alrighty, we've made it to one of the entrances. And even though this is the biggest temple in Bagan, it is not the most intricate, it is not the most beautiful. But most importantly, it's not that loved by the people. It wasn't now and it wasn't when it was built. And the reason for that is the king who built this was apparently not a very nice man, and so in order for him to become the king, he did some pretty bad things. He killed his father and he killed his brother so that he could escalate, quickly become the king. Despite the dark history, it is still a gorgeous example of 11th century, 1,000 years old. Yeah, it's a good example of architecture from that period, built by the people of Bagan during the empire where they reigned over Myanmar. And again, you have really gorgeous detail. I know that the camera is not going to do this justice on just how big this temple is, on how big this pagoda is. But you just have to trust me when I say that it is huge. And the stonework of this is also very interesting. So if you can see up here, very, very tiny gaps. And the story goes, the myth, the legend goes, that the king who built this would have a tool, a needle-like tool. And as you can see, very, very small gaps, right? So he'd come around apparently and check the gaps of every connection between the bricks. And if the gap was bigger than this tool, he would apparently kill the workers who built it. I don't know if that's true, but we're in a Buddhist country where karma is still a belief like it was back in the 11th century. And so it later came to fruition that this king was assassinated. Maybe this right here can give you some scale on just how big this place is. Now, I would love to hang around more and continue to check it out, but it's not even 10:30 in the morning, already 31 degrees, so I'm gonna make a move. And the inside, I think we can find some more interesting ones. What's remarkable to me is, even though we have a temple of this ginormous size, even after two earthquakes, both 6.8 magnitude, one in 1975, one in 2016, even after two huge earthquakes, the majority of this building is still original. This is what I really love about Bagan. Park your scooter up here. Like I said, not every place is on Google Maps, not every place is marked. Look, we're in the middle, where are we? But right on the side of the road, as you're driving through, you have that opportunity to pull over and stop in a magnificent stupa and temple area just like this. And I believe this one also goes back to 11th century. So I'm looking at a building that is possibly up to 1,000 years old, and there's nobody around. Now, when I travel, because I have such a deep passion for this sort of thing, for archaeology, for history, for ancient civilizations, for connecting to people of our past, I have traveled and I will continue to travel quite far to visit an archaeological site, to visit a place like this. But here in Bagan, it's not just one archaeological site. There are actually thousands. So really, you are spoilt for choice. This feels like, if you love adventure, if you love experiences where, yeah, you can really delve into a culture and have freedom to explore, this is a paradise for you. This is like Indiana Jones on turned up to like the next level, because like I said, just so many pagodas, so many temples, and it is really a pleasure to be here. Really, man, like how many countries can you pull over on the side of a little dirt track and have this ancient stupa completely to yourself? Wow. On to the next. Okay, and we are here at another impressive, another historical, another beautiful pagoda. And to me, this is very reminiscent of Chichen Itza in Mexico because of all the layers, so many layers. And also because of that, once upon a time, you were able to climb the pagodas here in Bagan. All of them, I think, you could climb. Of course, this one makes it easy because they have a staircase and you can climb up. But yeah, you can't do that anymore. I think after the earthquake and whatnot. What? Ah, no shoes, no shoes. Sorry. Of course, no shoes. Silly me. Yeah, look at that. Really, like I said, like a pyramid type style. Wow, very impressive. I think, yeah, to come here during sunrise or sunset, to climb up there, this used to have so many people. Like, I mean, really shoulder to shoulder with people. And even though this doesn't have, this isn't known worldwide by people like Chichen Itza, it doesn't take away from the beauty. I really think just because it's not a wonder of the world, just because it's not, like I said, world renowned, it doesn't take away from its significance. It doesn't take away from the architectural beauty and design behind this. Like, look at it. It's absolutely huge. So check this out. Next to, inside, next to the pagoda there, we walk in this room. Look at this. Absolutely ginormous Buddha, sleeping Buddha. Wow. Oh, it's incredible. Original also. Wow. What a cool, cool place, man. Wow. That sleeping Buddha also, mind-blowing. So big. But yeah, to avoid some of this midday heat, gonna go meet Ang from the last video here in Bagan, and we're gonna grab some coffee. Yeehaw! Mingalaba! People in Myanmar eat them, or it's for tourists?
For tourists.
Ah, okay. One nice little stop off for coffee. And if you watched the last video here in Bagan, Ang took me to his village where they make all this lacquerware. And I'd really like to take something home as a gift because the process is just so interesting. Mingalaba.
My sister-in-law, my wife.
It's your sister, okay. His sister, okay, very nice. Yeah, these ones maybe are the small. And this all is like same as what we saw,
Yes,
all handmade.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it. Yes, please. The design is so intricate. Okay, Ang just recommended this spot, and honestly, such a nice guy, such a genuine, honest, passionate guy who really loves what he does, and he just gave that to me as a gift. He refused to let me pay, which again is like incredibly friendly. Let's go take a wander. Wow, really? Wow. Look at all of these. So, when we look at ancient Buddhist sites across the world, there are three that stand out. We have Borobudur in Indonesia, Angkor Wat in Cambodia, and Bagan here in Myanmar. But what makes Bagan special, what makes it different, is that Borobudur was hidden for centuries. Angkor Wat was largely overgrown by the forest. But here in Bagan, it's remained open and it's remained as a continuously inhabited religious site. So where I walk right now, the area that I am in right now, monks, pilgrims, people have wandered from far and wide to come and visit this site. And not just where I stand right now, but you know, the say 100 square kilometers that cover the Bagan area. People have traveled to, people have come to give their worship, to come and visit the ancient city of Bagan. And after spending a little bit of time here, I can see why. But I think, like I said, what makes it so special is just the fact that it's, for thousands of years, it's been this active religious pilgrimage site. It's, to me, it's so cool to walk in the footsteps of so many different people who have come from so many different places. It's always such a special feeling to visit a historical site like this. You can actually see this pagoda and the ones around it are on a slant. And that is, of course, because of the earthquake. Really, Myanmar has been such a special experience for me. It's one of the countries which I think where Buddhism is still traditional and still authentic. You still see monks in the morning asking for almsgiving, you know? And I think one of the big reasons that we see so many stupas, so many temples, so many pagodas all around this area, one of the reasons for that is because of the access to all these raw materials. The area that we're in is rich in raw materials, you know, brick, sandstone. And also when you look at the environment, it's flat. You don't see any mountains around here, which of course makes it very easy to build. Yeah, look at that. Again, you see this slanted stupa right here. Another thing that is really fascinating about here in Bagan is these have different meanings, and based on the size you can tell who built them. So like this absolutely colossal one over here, that is built by a king. And then if you look at ones like this could be built by, you know, a governor, a minister, someone in government, something like that. And then the smaller ones, like even like this one maybe, quite a small one, is just built by an average person, a layman like me or you. And the reason that people build these is kind of for merit or good karma, or yeah, like you build a pagoda for Buddha, right? So it's this great karmic activity. And the ones that we have over here are all relatives. So these pagodas are all for maybe a family or, yeah, like I said, relatives. Take a look inside this one. See, this is a Myanmar style Buddha, which was developed, you know, in the later centuries. They developed their own style of Buddha. Face is different, no neck. And it actually looks like, if you can see on top, some pigeons have placed their nest. But the thing that I really like about inside this one is, look at this, all this artwork, which I do believe is original. So much colour, pattern, design, all of that. So cool. I think what's so special about Bagan as well is that people worked together to build these stupas, to build these pagodas. And that's why, you know, they were able to build so many in a short amount of time. So if we walk into this one, not only do you have a gorgeous statue of Buddha, but look at this artwork. Absolutely incredible. Somewhat similar to, you know, what you might find in caves from prehistoric times, but so much detail. Often it depicts, you know, a moment in Buddha's life or, yeah, something like that. Look at all the colour and the detail. Really, really special. You see many different Buddhas right here. Wow. Okay, we have another one here, which is huge, and this one is different. This one is special. I feel like I'm in awe. Look at the size on this Buddha, and I would definitely say is original. Later, as Myanmar developed in I think in like the 19th century, they started to paint Buddhas and stupas and everything gold. But I think this would be the original colour. It's definitely my favourite Buddha that I've seen here in the ancient city of Bagan. Wow. Maybe 11th to 13th century or maybe later, I don't know. What I do know is this is a very, very special feeling to be in here right now. To be in here alone, no people, staring at an incredible statue of Lord Buddha. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. And as much as I would love to continue exploring all of these ancient pagodas and temples and sites and artwork, I just spot a new piece. An artwork, it's like, it's very, very hot right now, so I'm gonna see if I can go and find a cool drink, but wow. I will also say that now, coming here alone without a guide, I can highly, highly recommend one for Bagan. Like, it's very rare actually that I will use the services of a guide. I like to do my own history and whatnot. But if you didn't watch the video with Ang, I highly recommend that because he has so much history about this place. And yeah, I think it's a good idea to hire someone. And I'll leave his contact details in the description if you would like to hire him. God damn, bro. 36 degrees. Let's make a move. Driving. Seems like everyone is closed, but I finally found a little shop that sells some drinks. Whew. Mingalaba. Chizuba. Fresh sugarcane juice. Absolutely nothing better on a hot day. So good. It's a tatala.
One for 300 triệu.
Okay. Is tatala?
Yeah.
Tatala?
Ủa?
Tatala?
Đất trời lửa.
Tatala.
Đất trời lửa này.
Tatala.
Đất trời lửa này. Của ông bà. Muốn từ đâm khu bà luôn này đốn nhà được đất trời lửa. Nhớ trở về.
Sure, one of each is okay. Yeah.
Đi. Đông đầu.
Okay.
10 people, 3 down the chest.
Okay. There we go. Got some snacks, and I really don't know what I'm eating here, but I think, yeah, we'll try it. Let's see. I guess it's like a pakora onion bhaji type deal. Dip it in what is, I assume, hot sauce. Oh, that's so good. Wow. Actually, so good. That sauce is incredible. Kind of like a barbecue teriyaki mixed with hot sauce. Wow. Wasn't expecting it to be that good. Wow. That is so good. Wow. Pair that with some fresh sugarcane juice and like a sweet corn fritter. Oh, they're all hot. They're literally so fresh. I think Burmese food is so like it should be more available around the world because it's so good. Particular Shan food so far has been my favorite. Like I really love the cuisine. Woo! Demolished that. And let's go see how much this is. In a lot of countries, you have to worry kind of like, oh, I gotta ask the price first, etc., so I don't get scammed. Here in Myanmar, I feel like people are so trustworthy. Really. Delicious. Sakong day. Very good. It's how much? 6,000, okay. Jizuwa. No change. No, for you. Okay, Jizuwa. Bye bye. Ooh, all right, pit stop over. Let's go catch the sunset. Not quite at the sunset spot, but I pulled over because I see some ruins that look so cool. So all of these stupas right here, and the top of this one is broken off, so you see the Buddha. I think it's so incredibly symbolic of Buddhism that you go through so much time and energy and effort to build an ancient city like this, but its builders also knew that it would not be forever because of the earthquakes. And I think that's a reminder that no matter how beautiful of the life that we get to live, it's also an incredibly finite and short experience. So we should enjoy it while we can. Okay, so I'm driving through basically the jungle and I come across some monks playing the national sport. Okay, successfully found a sunset spot. Look at this. So we have a huge Bodhi tree right here, which for anyone who doesn't know, is the tree that Siddhartha Gautama, or Buddha, became enlightened under. And there is the sunset. Really like one of the most beautiful places I've been. And if you like, even if you don't like history, even if you don't like architecture or archaeology, this is like a breathtaking place. Just so many beautiful sights. And, you know, despite every hardship that Myanmar and its people has gone through, civil war, the longest civil war in human history, earthquakes, the rapid decline of tourism, despite all of this, I've been met with so much warmth and love and genuine kindness and smiles. It has been a country that I have fallen in love with and continue to love. Like, wow. It just, for so many reasons, it's been such a special experience for me. But yes, we will see what the future holds for Myanmar and its people. I tried to remain optimistic after speaking to the people, after experiencing the country. Yeah, I remain optimistic. I'm going to enjoy watching the rest of this sunset, and then that will be the end of our time here in Bagan. Until next time, at least. They say it's a good omen to have a beautiful sunset on your last night at any place, and that was a beautiful one. So we are being sent off from Myanmar in a nice way, and yeah, go back to Yangon tomorrow. But Bagan, you have been incredible. Thank you to everyone in Myanmar who's made this trip so special. And like I said, I will try to come back as quickly as I can. What a country, what a beautiful, beautiful country and people. Yeah, and thank you to you for watching, as always. And I will catch you guys in the next one.